2025 has entered the room, and honey, it brought texture. From AI-designed spaces to walls that flirt with your fingertips, this year is all about sensory experience, sustainability, and just the right amount of digital drama. Whether you're a student sketching your dream studio apartment or a pro trying to stay 5 Pinterest boards ahead, this is your 2025 trend forecast. Let's get into it. First up, interiors designed for your brain. Literally. Welcome to the fascinating world of neuroaesthetic design. This isn't just some fleeting wellness trend, it's the scientifically backed art of creating spaces that actively improve our mental and physical well-being. We're talking about designing environments that can measurably reduce stress, sharpen focus, and elevate mood, all based on hard data from neuroscience. In a world where we spend nearly 90% of our lives indoors, our surroundings have a profound, often subconscious impact on our brain chemistry. Neuroaesthetics is about making that impact a positive one, by design. So how does it work? Let's start with shapes. Our brains are ancient, and they still carry primal survival instincts. Sharp, angular forms are subconsciously registered by our amygdala, the brain's alarm center, as potential threats like predators' teeth or jagged rocks. This triggers a subtle, low-grade stress response. In contrast, curved and rounded forms signal safety, softness, and nature. Think flowing sofas, arched doorways, and circular rugs. They allow the eye to move smoothly, creating a sense of calm and ease. It's a simple switch that tells our primitive brain, you can relax here. Next, we bring the outside in. This is the core of biophilic design, which is based on the biophilia hypothesis, our innate human need to connect with nature. This goes way beyond just adding a potted plant in the corner. It's about integrating natural materials like wood and stone, maximizing natural light, and providing views of the outdoors. Even incorporating patterns found in nature, known as fractals, the complex, repeating shapes you see in ferns, snowflakes, or river deltas, can have a measurably restorative effect on our minds. These elements aren't just decorative. They're fulfilling a deep biological craving for connection to the natural world. Then there's light and color. Forget standard-issue bulbs. We're talking about human-centric lighting systems designed to regulate your circadian rhythm. These systems mimic the natural progression of sunlight, shifting from cool, energizing, blue-toned light in the morning to warm, calming amber light in the evening. This helps regulate cortisol and melatonin production, improving both focus during the day and sleep at night. Similarly, color isn't just aesthetic. Hues like soft greens and muted blues have been shown to lower heart rate and reduce cortisol levels, as they evoke serene natural landscapes like forests and open skies. It's science meets design in the most brilliant way. So, for all you design students out there, it's time to evolve your process. If you're still designing straight-edged boxes in SketchUp, stop. Before you even draw a single line, ask yourself, how should this space? How can I use curves to create safety? What's my strategy for light and color to support the body's natural rhythms? How can I weave in elements of nature to reduce stress? Your new mantra isn't just form follows function, it's form follows feeling. Because designing for the human brain isn't just good design. It's the future of creating spaces where people don't just exist, but truly thrive. Move over color palettes. 2025 is about how things feel. Textural maximalism is here, and it's cozy chaos. Layering velvet, stone, boucle, rattan, ribbed glass, matte metals, all in one room. Yes. Just don't forget restraint, or you'll accidentally summon the spirit of a vintage fabric store. It's tactile storytelling, and clients will touch the walls now, so make them count. Sustainability is no longer optional, but now it comes dressed in designer labels. We're talking reclaimed wood that's polished like gallery furniture, organic fabrics that feel like luxury linens, ethical sourcing, but elevated. The challenge? Making eco look elegant, not like a Pinterest DIY fail from 2014. Interior design is officially online, literally. Walls can now change opacity or respond to voice commands. Furniture can recharge your phone. Mirrors can judge your outfits. Tech isn't just functional, it's architectural now. Designers are embedding it into the very bones of spaces. The catch? It still has to feel human. If your house feels like a sci-fi villain's lair, pull back. No, that's not a typo. Biophigital is the love child of biophilia and digital immersion. Let's break that down. Biophilia is our innate human need to connect with nature. Phygital, of course, is the blending of our physical and digital worlds. So, biophygital design is about embedding technology-natural environments to create spaces that are restorative, responsive, and deeply engaging. Sounds chaotic, but done right, it's a vibe. And the key to doing it right is subtlety. The goal isn't a tech bro jungle rave. It's about using technology to amplify the calming effects of nature, not overpower them. Think of tech as the quiet stagehand, making the natural elements the star of the show. When the digital components are seamlessly integrated, they become an invisible layer that enhances our sensory experience. It's greenery meets LED. Nature meets responsive tech. This goes way beyond just sticking an iPad in a planter. We're talking about entire ecosystems of design. Imagine dynamic LED lighting systems woven into a living wall, subtly shifting in color and intensity to mimic the natural progression of daylight, supporting both the plants and our own circadian rhythms. Or consider soundscapes that use directional speakers to pipe in the sound of a gentle rainstorm, synchronized with visuals on a transparent OLED screen. Basically, you can have a moss wall and an AR window that shows you a forest in Kyoto. That AR window isn't just a screen, it's a portal. It might even respond to real-time weather data from Kyoto, creating a living connection to another part of the world. The physical plants framing the window ground the experience, making the digital view feel more authentic and less like a screensaver. This is the future for offices, wellness centers, and yes, even your tiny apartment if you're brave enough. In corporate settings, this isn't just a perk. It's a productivity tool proven to reduce stress and boost creativity. For wellness and healthcare, these spaces become active healing environments. And for your home, start small. Think smart planters that glow when they need water, or a projection-mapped corner that transforms into a tranquil waterfall. It's about curating your own personal sanctuary, where technology serves your well-being, not your distraction. Neutrals had their moment, and they're not going away. But 2025 is pulling color back into the conversation. Deep greens are grounding. Earthy corals are soft but bold. They pair beautifully with raw textures and vintage wood. Use them as grounding hues, not just accents. Beige is still cute, but it's time to grow up and paint a wall. If 2020's minimalism had a richer older cousin, it'd be quiet luxury. This isn't about flaunting wealth. It's about craftsmanship, timelessness, and calm. Think. Less marble slabs, more honed limestone. Less gold trim, more patinated bronze. Quiet luxury whispers, "I know what Italian linen is," but never yells about it. And now, the trend that's making designers panic and Pinterest boards weep. AI-generated interiors. You've seen them flooding your feed. Flawlessly rendered, impossibly perfect spaces generated in seconds by tools like Midjourney or specialized design platforms. The initial reaction from the design community? A collective gulp. A quiet fear that years of training in theory, history, and drafting could be rendered obsolete by an algorithm that never sleeps or asks for a raise. It's a valid concern, but it's also a fundamental misunderstanding of what we, as designers, actually do. Yes, AI can sketch a living room in 0.4 seconds. But an AI-generated image is a fantasy, untethered from reality. It doesn't know that moving a wall requires a structural engineer's approval and a hefty permit fee. It has no concept of ADA compliance for accessibility, the specific ventilation requirements for a bathroom, or where the plumbing stack is located. It can't source that custom-made, floating marble chair it just invented, and most importantly, it can't navigate the most complex variable of all, the human client. It can't sit with them, listen to their stories, and understand that when they say they want minimalist, what they really mean is uncluttered but warm, with a place for my grandmother's antique vase. That's where a designer's empathy and expertise become irreplaceable. AI is a tool, not a threat. So how do you leverage this powerful new assistant without letting it devalue your craft? Use it for rapid ideation at the very beginning of a project. Generate 50 layout options for an awkward space in 10 minutes. Create quick conceptual visuals to get a client on board with a direction before you invest hours in detailed renderings. But then, your real work begins. The skill lies in deconstructing that AI-generated image. You translate the vibe into a viable floor plan. You source real-world materials that achieve the desired texture and color. You design custom furniture that fits the space and the budget. AI provides the spark, but you, the designer, build the fire. Copying an AI image directly isn't design, it's forgery. True inspiration is what you build from it. Every trend we've seen today, textures, tech, nature, neuro, whatever, they're all part of a larger shift, designing with intention. Clients, users, even you, we all crave meaning, not just aesthetics. So whether you're working on a student portfolio or a 7-figure project, every material, every color, every line should say something. 2025 isn't about what's cool, it's about what's conscious. Which of these trends do you love or hate? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Because here at ArchEdu, we don't just follow trends. We break them down, sketch them out, and redesign them better.